Hi, hello loved ones, welcome back to the channel. So I was just here thinking about adulting. I was just remembering how back in high school or back in campus, I had this idea in my head of how adulting is going to be, but when you just get out of campus, after you've just finished school, reality hits you. Okay, remember when you thought that adulting means buying your own stuff, traveling with your friends, and going after your dream life, the life that you wanted, the life that you had pictured in your head, the life that you thought that you're going to have after campus and all that, and or after high school, whichever. Little did we know it also means doing tons of workloads, carrying too much emotional baggage, and having to deal with big household responsibilities that you would never think in your life you'll be dealing with at your age. Okay, sometimes adulting means spending hours looking at the ceiling, thinking, trying to figure out what next you're going to do with your life, getting lost into space and trying to figure out this life. It also means sleeping with a broken heart and having anxiety the entire time and not knowing how to deal with it. It also means growing apart from your friends whom you promised each other that you're going to stay closer to each other as long as possible or as long as you live, which is a little disappointing, but we cannot change whatever is happening because everyone is dealing with a lot. Everyone is dealing with so much, and creating time to just talk about it is a big issue because not everyone is comfortable opening up to their friends about what they're going through. Adulting also means being tired from doing nothing and not having the energy to deal with what is happening around you. Have you ever had those days when you wake up and you just feel like doing totally nothing? Like you're just tired and you cannot tell from what. You're just tired. You don't want to do anything. You just want to lay in bed, do nothing, not talk to anyone. Well, you're an adult and you will experience that. Adulting also means dealing with childhood traumas. I'm not talking about only childhood traumas. Okay, these are also traumas that you've experienced while growing up. Adulting means growing up with these traumas, but still trying to push yourself to become someone better and not allowing your traumas to weigh you down. Adulting also means having to deal with your relatives who demand black tax from you when you can barely take care of yourself, let alone feed yourself. Black tax. This is something that every individual, let me say, experiences. Like that need of sending something back at home. That expectation from your parents, from your relatives, that you should be sending something to them at the end of the month or something like that. I'm sure you get what I mean. Having that responsibility when you can barely feed yourself, that is adulting. And I'm not saying you are supposed to do that, but it is impossible to pour from an empty cup. I am for build yourself so that you can build others. If that is not possible, then this is going to be something that is going to be like a cycle. And that is what we are avoiding. Adulting also means creating time for enjoyment because problems will always create time for themselves. And when you do this, you end up feeling guilty about it later. Well, you will feel guilty sometimes and sometimes you will not. Well, it is adulting and you're born to feel whatever you're feeling even when you do this. But it is advisable to create time for enjoyment. However you want, because it is something, let me say, happiness comes from within. So try as much as possible and figure out how you can do this. Well, what I'm trying to say is there is no blueprint that can help us figure out this adulting thing. But as long as you're not giving up on yourself, as long as you're keen on forgiving yourself, and as long as you're being intentional about your life, as long as you're trying, that I think that is all that matters. As long as you're just pushing yourself out there and trying to be a better person, trying to figure out your life, that is all that matters. There's no blueprint to this life. And what I can say is, nawapenda sana, I love you so much, and take care of yourselves. Be easy on yourselves and take a day at a time. Thank you. Bye. Till next time, loved ones.